Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii U review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, which if you've never played it before, it's a kart racer. It's actually the second in the series. I wasn't too keen on the first one. This one is so much better. At the start you've got career, matchmaking, which is online, custom game, which is your local games, and you can also play online from there. Options, which you can view your controller options and that. However, you can only view them for player 1's pad. So if you want to see the controllers for the other things, you have to make them player 1. So completely exit out, then go back in. It's a bit awkward, but it's livable with. Under career, you've got World Tour, which you'll do a whole heap of events over loads of things. I mean, you've got races, you've got drift challenges. The races are pretty self-explanatory. Drift challenges, you just have to slide around corners and through hoops and that, and you gain extra time if you do it right. And they're decent, but they're not really anything to wow, like worth showing or anything. Grand Prix, which is your standard form of playing, and you've got the cups there with 4 tracks each, and the whole point is to win. And you can actually play them completely co-op, and they're 5-player as well, which is really cool. Because I had heard they were just 2-player, but they're 5-player, and it's quite nice. And by beating them, you unlock more tracks to play in the local game and to play on it. And you can also unlock mirror mode, and you can unlock a different difficulty in that. You've then got some stuff that came with the limited edition, which I'll be honest, I've got the limited edition, and I don't think there is a regular edition, so I'm a little bit confused with that, because it's one of those that how can it be a limited edition if everyone's getting it? But maybe I've just not seen it. When you play the game 1-player, you can play with the gamepad. Obviously I can play with a Pro Controller. Playing with the gamepad, which I'm doing now, you actually get a map as your second screen, so kind of like if you play it on a 3DS Mario Kart or anything like that. So as you can hopefully see there, I've got the map, and it does work well. Graphically, the game's decent, except on the gamepad, and I'm not talking about the map, I'm talking about the game itself. When you're playing split screen on the gamepad, it's very fuzzy, and it's probably the worst looking game I've played on the gamepad. Musically, the game is pretty good, so I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of music, and then I'm going to cut into playing split screen with only one person on the TV. So, under custom play, you've got local, which is a split screen, and you've got party play. Now, party play are the 2 modes exclusive to the Wii U. Ninja Tag, you drive around as Shinobi, and you have to crash into the other person. Banana Heist, you roll around in a ball with just using the analog, not driving controls, and you have to crash into a person, except people can collect bananas as well. And they're okay. The Monkey Ball one's a hell of a lot better, but there's nothing to write home about. They're kind of like, maybe they had an idea and thought, well, sort of, we'll just tack it in to the Wii U version to make people think they're getting something great, and they're but it's nice to have them. They're free. So, you've got races, which is obviously race, it's what I'll be showing off. You've got Battle Arena, be the last one standing. You've got Battle Race, Survive the Race. You've got Capture the Chow, which is Capture the Chow. And you've got Boost Race, which turns it into like an arcade race, so there's no power-ups or anything. So, I'm going to choose just any track for now, and get onto the nitty-gritty, which I haven't done yet. As you might have noticed, when I've gone into the character select screen, there's a hell of a lot of locked characters. And there is a hell of a lot to actually unlock on the game. There's also different ways to choose karts. So when you choose a kart, you'll choose balanced, or you'll choose more drift or more speed and that. And it's quite nice that you get that customization. There's a load of tracks that you can unlock by doing the Grand Prix. There's just all sorts on the game that's unlockable. You've got this, which is on the screen now, which loading is one of the things I wanted to touch upon, because the game does far too much loading and far too long. But when it's loading a race, you've got this, which is a bonus chance, and you can spend coins to get a bonus item, so like getting a power up at the start of every lap on the race or something, you know, and just things like that. But the main part of the game is just driving and that, and the controls are excellent. I think the drift work that they've added is fantastic. I was never keen on the drift, and I think it plays much better on this. You can get little drift turbos, but I can't really see any way to snake or anything on it, so that problem's not there. At least not that I've discovered. because I know that tends to be the problem with drift racing. You can store an item back to use later if you don't want to fire it immediately. So you can hit the B button to store it, then hit the B button to bring it up and then fire it, so that's cool. There's your usual array of items. There's ones that help you out getting to further places, so there's offense, there's then defense ones, there's boosts and that. And just like on the first game, there's a star which makes your cart do a special ability. So for example, in the first game Billy Hatcher rolled into an egg. On this game I've seen Metal Sonic turned into a jet fighter that can fire pulses out of that, and it's really nice and it's really cool, and it makes you want to play as each character to see what they can do. But that's pretty much all I can mention about the game. It's one of those, as a launch title, it's a fantastic launch title. It's something that if you've got a PlayStation or an Xbox and not a Wii U, it's well worth looking into this game if you like kart races, because there is a hell of a lot to do on it. The only thing I think I can mention that I haven't previously mentioned is the reason it's called Transformed is they've done a bit of a Mario Kart 7. You can play as hovercraft type things and airplane type things, and it's just depending on different routes you go and things like that. And it's one of them, you don't really notice them. It's the type of thing that it happens, you don't think, oh no, I can't believe it's forced me to play as a hovercraft, I hate these things. I just think it's just a case of, oh, I'm on water now. So that is all I can say about the title. It's well worth a look if you are into kart races. If not, I don't really think there's going to be anything here that'll make you, well, change your mind or anything really. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.